that June wasn't there. And we let the student driver try the most difficult bits.
Easy. Okay, take a ride there.
Not so easy. In our last 3 videos, you could see how after 5 days, we finally reached the lakes. And in this video, we're gonna show you the beautiful lakes in the empty quarter and the way out that we took to the Omani border. This is really not okay. Look at that. All the trash everywhere. Oh, that's really not okay. Why the hell would you leave that here? Clean your trash. It's the first time that we've been here that we see this amount of trash.
The lake in the empty quarter. What do you say, Danny? Cold?
Yes, freezing, but refreshing, shall we say?
Yes. And we definitely needed to wash our hair.
Yeah.
And that's done.
Yeah, guess what? Tomorrow morning again.
Yeah. Yep. Oops, we did it again.
We made it again.
In the lake. La 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 la. In the Jubal Khali.
We enjoyed the rest of the afternoon and also a big part of the next morning under our awnings in the shade, just relaxing by the lake. The light is stunning, eh? Today is day 6 of our empty-quarter trip. Yesterday we spent the whole afternoon at the lakes. We just had breakfast and we're gonna enjoy our morning at the lake. Yesterday we saw 2 of the really big lakes. Today we're gonna drive in from the small lake and cut through to the big lake. That's the plan. are drunk.
No.
Well, it's crashed in June. It's all of a sudden it flew super hard away, and I was like, what the hell's happening? And then it was in the June, but luckily we found it. Or at least I saw something that looked pretty odd. Let's hope it's still in sort of in one piece. Oh, it landed on his back. Jules going to recover it. Hey, all the propellers still in one piece?
No, it was one.
Oh,
No, I lost one propeller.
well, I brought spare, so that's okay. We heard a very weird sound coming from the wheel, so we decided to check it out.
Stone here.
Ah, yeah, that must be it.
We'll get that out. Anyway, not good.
So, after a lovely afternoon and morning at the lakes, it was time to move on. So we said goodbye to the lakeys, and we're leaving towards the border with Oman and Saudi now. The last about 350 kilometers of the trip.
Something around that, yeah?
Yeah, we're gonna spend 2 full days basically to reach the border gas station, and then that's the end of the trip. And today we're still gonna do tracks that we drove earlier last year, or at least the same area. But tomorrow morning, very early, we should leave our tracks that we ever did before and reach new tracks to the Omani border.
Those are unknown to us.
Yeah, unknown territory for us, but on the satellite images we saw quite a few tracks, so I think it should be okay. I think today we have to do 120 kilometers. We're gonna drive the first hour 60 on the flat, so hopefully we've done 60 in the first hour, then we have 2.5 more hours to drive the other 60, so we can play a bit more.
Very glad. That's an honor to give you the famous magnet.
Yay!
Do you have to anything to say for yourself?
No, it just happens.
So we drove our car all the way up here. And we were thinking maybe we can drive even further up, but we're not sure. Good view, eh, from here. Oh, that's cool.
The engine and then just put it on.
We're using the OBD meter to try and find out what the code is.
Yeah, that was the exact same code as on Jonathan's FJ.
This afternoon we didn't manage to get the car up and running again, so we decided to camp right there where we were trying to fix it.
throttle stuck open.
Yeah.
Whatever that may mean.
Yeah. So luckily we had an OBD meter, so we could see what was wrong. We disconnected a whole bunch of things, connected it again, disconnected the battery, connected it again. Yesterday we couldn't get the car to work properly anymore, but this morning all of a sudden all the codes were gone from the car and it drives normally again. But our route that we were planning to drive is complicated, and it means that we could be in Sabras surrounded by all dunes that we then have to cross, and these dunes are monster dunes. They are high, high, high. So if the car gets another problem like that and we're stuck in one of those, it will be almost impossible to take the car with us to a safe place. So we decided to go to a little village called Adlerar. Well, it's not a village, it's a settlement. There's an airstrip there, probably used by Aramco. And from there's a really good track that follows the border and ends up at the gas station that we wanted to go to. We discussed going to Kidan Trail as well, but it's too far. We don't have enough fuel for all the cars to reach Schweta gas station. So this is basically our only option. So what we decided to do now is not put any fuel in our cars anymore, unless we absolutely have to. So worst case scenario, we can pile up some of the fuel in 1 or 2 cars. They can go to the border, come back with fuel for the other cars. So yeah, fuel should not be a problem. I have really, really high quality satellite images of the area that I downloaded. So we should be able to see really well which route we can take without putting any strain on the engine of our friend's car. So yeah, that's our story for today. So today and tomorrow will be about getting us out of the empty quarter and hopefully our friend's car keeps running.
Markaz
Omarda.
Omarda.
So, our empty quarter trip is finished. We've reached the main road back to Bata, basically. We made it out all in one piece, one car, a bit on limp mode, but we did make it out. There was fuel at the gas station in the Omani-Saudi border, so that was good. And the border guards told us that if you come from the road, you can drive in, because right now it's already in the border area, so you have to drive through a gate. And the guards told us that if we come from the road, we're allowed to drive in, take fuel and go out again. And they also told us that 10 kilometers with the border with Oman, that is forbidden terrain, so you're not allowed to go there. And that means that if you fuel up at the border, it opens up a whole new area of the empty quarter that we were unable to go to before. And we didn't really do the plan, but we still had a beautiful drive yesterday, and the terrain was really spectacular. So, well, I don't think we're going back to the empty quarter anytime soon, but definitely for future empty quarter expeditions, that could be a whole nice new way to look at how you do this trip. But this first part of the road, as you can